Welcome to EvoLing Mind, where English meets inspiration. Let's train your ears and grow your mind, one word at a time.
Have you ever had one of those days when everything goes wrong? You wake up late, miss the bus, spill coffee on your shirt, and then somehow the rest of the day follows that bad rhythm. We all have those days. Days when the world feels heavy and everything seems to fight against us. This story is about one of those days. A bad day that somehow turned good. It started like any other morning, but small things began to go wrong. I lost my keys, I forgot an important paper, and it started raining just as I stepped outside. I was angry and tired before the day even began. Everything felt difficult. I kept thinking, this day can't get any worse. But sometimes life surprises us. Sometimes a bad day is just a lesson waiting to be revealed. In this episode, I'll share with you how one of my worst mornings slowly became one of my best days. Not because everything changed, but because I changed the way I saw it. We will walk together through that day. The frustration, the mistakes, and finally the moment when everything turned around. So, if you've ever felt stuck on a bad day, take a deep breath and listen. Maybe this story will remind you that even the darkest clouds can hide a bit of sunshine behind them. It all started with the alarm clock. I opened my eyes and looked at the time. 7:45. My heart jumped. I was late. I rushed out of bed, still half asleep. I couldn't find my phone. Then I remembered. I had forgotten to charge it last night. Great! No battery, no messages, no time to check anything. The day had already started in chaos. I brushed my teeth in a hurry, trying to get ready as fast as I could. Of course, the toothpaste fell on my shirt. Now I had a white stain in the middle of my chest. I didn't have time to change, so I tried to clean it with water. It only made it worse. When I finally ran to the kitchen, I realized I had no time for breakfast. I grabbed a banana and my bag and rushed to the door. But then, where were my keys? I checked every pocket, the table, under the couch, and even the fridge. I couldn't find them anywhere. My heart was beating fast. After 10 minutes of searching, I found them. Inside yesterday's jacket. I took a deep breath and ran outside. The bus stop was 2 blocks away. I could see the bus coming, but as I got closer, the driver closed the doors. I waved, but the bus moved on. I stood there, in the middle of the street, holding my bag and my banana, watching the bus disappear. It started to rain. Not heavy rain, but that light, annoying drizzle that soaks you slowly. I didn't have an umbrella. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because I couldn't believe how unlucky I was. By the time I got to work, my hair was wet, my shoes made a strange sound with every step, and my shirt still had the toothpaste stain. My coworker looked at me and said, "Rough morning?" I just smiled and nodded. I didn't even have the energy to answer. When I sat down, I opened my bag and realized I had forgotten an important document at home. It was the paper I had prepared all week for a meeting that morning. My stomach dropped. The meeting was in 10 minutes. I tried to think of solutions. Maybe someone could send me a picture of it? But no, my phone was dead. I felt helpless. As the meeting started, I tried to stay calm. My boss asked about the document, and I had to admit that I had forgotten it. He didn't look angry, but he sighed and said, "Please bring it tomorrow." That sigh felt heavier than any punishment. The rest of the morning continued the same way. My computer froze. My coffee spilt on the desk. Every little thing went wrong. At one point, I looked at the clock. It was only 11 a.m. I couldn't believe how long the morning had felt. I wanted the day to end, but it had barely begun. I sat there, staring at my messy desk and my cold coffee, and thought, this is officially one of the worst mornings ever. Everything felt gray. Not just the weather, but also my mood. I was angry at myself, tired and frustrated. It felt like the world was testing me. But sometimes, bad mornings are not there to destroy us. They are there to slow us down, to make us notice something we often forget. At that moment, I didn't know it yet, but this bad morning was about to teach me something important, something that would turn my entire day around. After that bad morning, I hoped things would get better. But sometimes, when a day starts badly, it feels like the universe decides to continue the joke. Around noon, I went out to buy lunch. It was still raining, not too much, but enough to make my hair stick to my forehead. I didn't have an umbrella, so I used my bag to cover my head. My shoes were still wet from the morning, and every step made that funny squish sound. I tried to laugh about it, but honestly, I felt miserable. When I got to the small restaurant near my office, it was full. Every table was taken. I waited for a few minutes, but no one seemed to leave. I looked at the menu board, but even my favorite dish was sold out. I sighed and ordered something else. When I finally sat down, I opened my wallet and realized I had forgotten my card at home. I looked inside my bag, hoping to find some coins. I had exactly enough money for a sandwich and a small drink. I laughed quietly and said to myself, of course, why not? I ate quickly, then went back to the office. My coworker smiled and asked, feeling better? I smiled back, but inside I wanted to say, not really. In the afternoon, I tried to focus on work, but my mind was tired. I made small mistakes, sent an email to the wrong person, deleted a file by accident, dropped my pen 3 times. Each time something went wrong, I felt more frustrated. At one point, I looked out the window. The sky was gray, people walked fast with umbrellas trying to avoid the rain. I wanted to be one of them, walking somewhere far away from this day. Then, something unexpected happened. My boss called me into his office. My heart started racing. I thought, what now? Did I make another mistake? He looked serious and said, I just wanted to ask if everything is okay. You look tired today. For a moment, I didn't know what to say. I wanted to smile and say, yes, I'm fine. But the truth was, I wasn't fine. So I took a deep breath and said honestly, it's just been a bad day. I woke up late, I forgot my document, and everything seemed to go wrong. To my surprise, he smiled gently. That happens to all of us, he said. Don't worry, take a short break. Get some air. The day isn't over yet. Those simple words felt warm, like a small light in a dark room. It didn't fix my problems, but it made me feel seen. Someone understood. I went outside for a few minutes. The rain had stopped, and there was a soft smell in the air. That fresh, peaceful smell after rain. I looked around. The world was still moving, quietly, calmly. I realized something. The day hadn't been bad. I had just been too focused on everything that went wrong. Yes, I was late. Yes, I forgot things. Yes, I made mistakes. But those were just moments, not the whole day. As I walked back to the office, I noticed a small flower growing between 2 stones on the sidewalk. It was bright yellow, standing alone in the gray street. Somehow, that little flower made me smile. It felt like a small message from life itself. Even in hard places, something beautiful can grow. At that moment, something inside me began to change. When I came back from my short walk, something inside me felt different. The rain had stopped, the air was fresh, and my thoughts were calmer. It was still the same day, the same office, the same problems, but somehow it didn't feel as bad as before. I sat at my desk again. The computer was still slow and the stain on my shirt was still there, but this time I smiled. I told myself, it's okay. It's just one day. Then something small but beautiful happened. My coworker, Anna, came by with a cup of coffee. She said, "Hey, I saw your morning was rough, so I thought you might need this." That simple act of kindness touched me more than I expected. It wasn't a big thing, but it meant a lot. I thanked her and felt something warm inside. That moment reminded me that even on bad days, good people exist. People who care, even in small ways. As I sipped the coffee, I felt my energy slowly come back. I started working again, one task at a time. And for the first time that day, things started to flow. The computer didn't freeze, the emails were correct, and my mind was clearer. In the afternoon, a colleague asked me for help with a project. Normally, I might have said no because I was tired, but this time I said yes. We worked together for about an hour and we laughed while solving the problem. That small teamwork moment changed everything. Helping someone made me forget my own stress. It turned my focus from myself to others, and that brought peace. Later that day, something else unexpected happened. I received a message from an old friend I hadn't spoken to in months. He simply wrote, "Hey, I just wanted to say hi. How are you doing?" It was nothing big, but it came at the perfect time. I smiled again. It was like the universe was telling me, "See, it's not such a bad day after all." When the workday ended, I walked home slowly. The sun was setting, painting the sky with orange and pink colors. Everything looked calm. The puddles from the rain reflected the light, and children were playing near the street. For the first time that day, I felt truly grateful. Grateful for the little things. The morning had been full of mistakes and stress, but the afternoon brought kindness, laughter, and peace. It showed me that one bad morning doesn't have to mean a bad day. The day can change if you allow it. When I reached home, I looked at the mirror. I was still tired, my hair was messy, and my shirt still had the toothpaste stain.
But this time, I laughed. I realized that all the things that went wrong had led me to moments I wouldn't want to miss. The kindness of a friend, the calm after the rain, the quiet beauty of a sunset. Sometimes life doesn't need to be perfect to be good. Sometimes it's the small, imperfect moments that make it special. That was the turning point of my day. Not when the problem stopped, but when my attitude changed. Because once I changed the way I looked at the day changed itself. When I think back to that day, it still feels clear in my mind. The late morning, the rain, the stress, the mistakes. But now, when I remember it, I don't feel angry or tired. I feel thankful. Because that bad day became one of the most important lessons of my life. The first lesson is, we can't control everything. Sometimes, no matter how well we plan, things go wrong. The alarm doesn't ring. The bus leaves early. The rain comes without warning. It's not always our fault. Life doesn't ask for our permission before throwing challenges our way. But what we can control is our reaction. When we stay calm, we suffer less. When we breathe and accept what is happening, the storm passes faster. The second lesson is a bad moment doesn't mean a bad day. In the morning, I let one problem become my whole world. I believed everything was going wrong because a few small things had. But life is bigger than a single morning. The day changed the moment I decided to see it differently. One kind word, one smile, one act of help, and suddenly the same day felt lighter. The third lesson is kindness has power. That cup of coffee from my coworker was small, but it changed everything. It reminded me that goodness can appear anywhere, even on gray days. Sometimes a small act, A smile, a message, a helping hand can turn someone's whole day around. It costs nothing, but it means everything. The fourth lesson is that we can find beauty in imperfection. My day wasn't perfect. I still had the toothpaste stain. My shoes were still wet, and I was still tired. But when I stopped fighting those imperfections, I started to see the beauty in them. The rain, the flower between the stones, the sound of laughter at work, they were all small pieces of peace hiding inside the chaos.
Another lesson is that gratitude changes everything. When we focus on what goes wrong, we feel stress. But when we focus on what still goes right, our hearts calm down. That day, I learned that even when many things fail, there are still reasons to be thankful. For the people around us, for the moments of rest, for the chance to try again tomorrow. The last and most important lesson is this. A bad day doesn't define us. We all have days that feel heavy. Days when nothing works, when we make mistakes, or when life just feels unfair. But one bad day doesn't mean a bad life. It's only one page in a much bigger story. And if we keep turning the pages, we will find brighter chapters waiting for us. Now, when I wake up and something goes wrong, I smile. I remind myself of that rainy day. I remind myself that every bad day has a secret. It's a chance to learn, to slow down, to see life differently. It's not about avoiding bad days. It's about learning to dance with them. Because maybe, just maybe, the day is not truly bad. Maybe it's just teaching us to see the good that was there all along. Sometimes life gives us days that start in the wrong way. We wake up late, things break, people are rude, and we just want to hide. But even on those days, something good can still happen if we open our eyes to see it. That day taught me that life is not always about what happens to us. It's about how we choose to see it. The rain didn't stop, my mistakes didn't disappear, and the world didn't suddenly become perfect. But my heart changed. And when my heart changed, the world around me felt different too. A bad day can be like a cloudy sky. Heavy, gray, and cold. But even behind the clouds, the sun is still there, waiting to shine again. Sometimes all we need is a small moment, a kind person, or a quiet thought to help us see the light. So if you are having a bad day, pause. Take a deep breath. Remember, one bad morning doesn't mean a bad life. You can always start again, even in the middle of the day. Maybe smile at someone. Maybe help a stranger. Maybe forgive yourself. Small things can turn everything around because the truth is, no day is completely bad. There is always something good hiding inside, waiting for you to notice it. Thank you for listening to EvoLing Mind, English for your ears and your inner self. May you find light even in cloudy days, and may every bad day in your life turn into a gentle reminder. You are stronger than you think, and the sun always comes back. See you in the next episode. Thanks for listening with EvoLing Mind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep your English and your mindset evolving every day.